Okay, let's get this stream started by booting Skyrim. There it goes. Now, why is this on a Wednesday? Well, there's a question. No one's probably gonna ask, and no one's probably gonna care about the answer. But yesterday, I tried to stream, and situations decided to completely shit in my face and ruin my schedule for today. Today being Wednesday, by ruining my stream on Tuesday. So, hastily I rescheduled it to Wednesday morning. It's a period I don't normally stream in for obvious reasons. One, it cripples me physically. I don't get up early. I work late. I don't do mornings. I just don't. I'm not a morning girl. Just not. And secondly, Wednesday is the day that a TF2 video comes out. You know, I set it to come out 12 o'clock British time, midday British time, every single Wednesday. So I don't like trying to step on that, but I've got to, because otherwise we'll never get a Skyrim stream this week. Thursday is a no-go, because Thursday is a day where I go shopping, and that can't be changed. So Wednesday it was. Much like Tuesday morning's a backup for TF2 videos. The stream's hanging on my chat viewer. Just refresh the page and it works fine. Any other Wednesday it wouldn't have bugged me as much, but this Wednesday is a day where I have, let's just say, private things going on, and leave it at that. Oh, who am I kidding? Nah, I'm not gonna say. It is a private thing, and you're not getting out, so hee hee hee. Crundum. Ugh. Why am I even going north? There. That's the way I'm supposed to be going if I want to return this damned cube. But, yeah. And that happens to be me requiring to go to a city, which I truly hate, but it is worth it. You know, I hate having to go to cities, but it is worth it. Is that iron? Yeah, not even worth bothering with. But that city trip takes place at around 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock-ish. You know, about 2 o'clock, I've got to catch a train now, because it takes me half a bloody, almost an hour. Actually, no, half an hour will be undercutting it a bit. It takes me almost 45 minutes to an hour to get across the city to where I need to be. So, why am I trying to fight ice rays with a bloody crossbow? I can be such a ditz at times. Such a ditz. You know, I have no idea what I'm doing half the time. So yeah, one Wednesday a month where I have to go out, and it's the Wednesday I had to reschedule a stream for, so cut my schedules tight, which meant I had to get up earlier, which is crippling, and I don't like getting up early. And not just for the fact that in the summer, I get boiled out by the midday sun, which isn't nice. I don't tolerate heat well. I don't tolerate a lot of things well, actually. I'm very poor at this. Mammoths. Dead mammoths. Abomination. Dead abomination. That's it. Oh no! Weaklings! Not what I expected in an abominations camp. Maybe sort of Mammoth go down and decided now was the time to raid. Oh, weaklings. They honestly thought they stood a chance against the abomination and its mammoth. Lower. I'm pretty sure that this I'm getting close to 1.5. What is that? It's gone now. I'm pretty sure 1.5 firehouses spawns around here. It's on the border with Whiterun anyway. Where's the blacksmith when you need him? Ugh, you don't even have a blacksmith. How useless are you? I was hoping to sell some shit to their blacksmith, but they kept... Because the blacksmith doesn't give a shit that you're in the camp. It really doesn't. I've had it happen before. Huskies. Okay, I'm nowhere near where the half-fire house is, because, as usual, for some reason, my navigational skills have stuck me near bloody Windhelm. I have a very nasty habit when trying to get to Riften of ending up near bloody Windhelm every single time. It's a nasty habit I have. I really struggle to navigate for some reason. I don't know why, but I always really struggle navigating near Windhelm. I always end up just going in circles. Probably because I missed that one path that goes up to Riften and end up back on the path to bloody Windhelm like for the 500th time. Secure fort. And that's why it's called Gallows Rock. Because there's a hanging noose on a rock. Berries. It's not even snowy, but I'll take the berries. It's never a crime to pick flowers in a settlement site like that. In fact, picking flowers is one of the few things that's mostly crimeless. For some reason. I don't know why. I think one of the few places I can think of where picking the flowers is actually stealing is the Blue Palace. And even then, if you're friends with Elisif, you get the ability to pick them anyway because they're low value. And theoretically, you can take a baddie of 1,000,000 gold, and that will be allowed. But you can't take something of over 50 value. For some reason, it's based on the value of just the one bit of it, rather than the actual total value, which is always a bit strange. Oh. Notice me! Crundum. Awful. Crap. Attack me! Thank you. Derzog didn't want to attack. Great. Wolves. More wolves. I thought a goblin questline was Oblivion. Akatosh, I swear the goblin questline was Oblivion. Mainly because I don't think there were... I can't recall there being goblins in Morrowind. Unless I don't seem to remember there being any. It might be, I just don't know I just don't remember them. There were scamps. They're sort of goblins, but I don't think there was a brigand, a troll, and probably a bandit. And with my assistance, the goblin won. Oh no, it's Stemvar, whoever Stemvar is. Fucking hell, that hurts. Eat a million bolts. Stun lock, stun lock, stun lock, stun lock. Well, that was dangerous. Who even are you? Are you one of the generic housecarls that I can never remember the existence of? Probably.
If it's a mercenary you're looking for, you found it. There's no stronger sword arm for hire. Skyrim.
Oh no, he's a hireling. I just can't even remember where he's from. He's that immemorable. Yeah, that's it. It's one of the fun quest lines of Oblivion. Yeah, it's one of the ones I distinctly remember doing, and yet it's one I haven't done on computer. And I've never actually, it's one of the few quests I never actually replayed. I did most other quests, ones I'd never even done before, like the Painted World, and yet I didn't do the Goblin quest line, which was one of the ones I distinctly remember. Probably because I never stumbled across the settlement. That's probably why. At some point in the future, I say I just can't remember them being in Morrowind, Akatosh. I just can't. It's not something I think of when I think of Morrowind. Yeah, Quama I think of as Morrowind, Nixhound's Morrowind, sort of types of Daedra Morrowind, but not really goblins. I just can't place where they are. No, it doesn't. But at best, when it comes to Morrowind, my experience was just doing the main quest. I didn't really do any of the side quests. Mainly because Morrowind's systems bug me, and Morroblivion is such a dirty port. I'm not convinced anything other than the main quest is even remotely stable. I think I did a Fighter's Guild quest line for some reason as well. I think, I'm not 100% sure. I just done bits of it because I had to go near it. I needed levels or something. I can't remember. It's... I'm mainly waiting for Skyrim so I can play Morrowind without having to be completely hampered by its mechanics. Because... yeah, spirits count. Oh, it's only a troll. Yes, that is the correct route. And this is a sign I usually, for some reason, misreading, end up going down that route and go the wrong way and back to bloody Windhelm again. Oh, another one! And it's another dead one. Wow, what is this? Dead trolls? Amazing. No, I never once seen so many trollers in one place. They come out at night or something. Who knows? Oh look! Wolves! My hatred of wolves grows ever more. I really, really hate wolves. They are too common. This is steep. This reminds me of Oblivion. For some reason, I seem to... Cyrodiil was very... well, for lack of a better word, pointy. That's, for lack of a better word, that's how I would describe Cyrodiil in Oblivion, is pointy. Ah! Riften! Bear country. I'll take bears over wolves any day. Which one is it? Direct south. Is this Jazbay farm that wants millions and millions of Jazbay grapes which just don't exist? It is. Oh, it is. Oh. Ugh. That is. I'm not looking at that. That's too bright. Ugh. And that's why I want cultivates Nirnroot. They go blind. Oh. It glows even from here. It's too bright. It's too bright here. What is this nonsense? Oh, it's banditos. I is so scared. How dare you backwards power attack me? With your steel grip. Oh. You're standing too close to the edge, you've got to go. He had to go. I'm easily amused. Oh, you want to go off cliff too? Nah, you just want to be piled into a corner so I can smack you in the butt. Yes, don't attack me, just do your stupid sword waggle. That scares me. Oh. Oh. Really? With that? Yeah, put me down with a steel arrow in with a long bow. You even managed to get it in my head and I didn't even notice. The reason I'll take, just so you know, Akatosh, the reason I'll take bears over wolves is A, bears need to die. Like, they need to die. Stop the plague, the coming plague of everyone having bone break fever from just being touched by a bear. And secondly, bears are nowhere near as bloody frequent or shitty as wolves. A bear might actually hurt you, a wolf, not so much. Bears also don't run away, which is much, much better. Much less annoying. And bear pelts actually have a tiny modicum of value, unlike wolf pelts, which don't have any. That and bears look hilarious floating down the river. I love it. I love it when a bear just floats away down the river. It's dead. It's bringing bone break fever to anyone who drinks it. Oh yeah, this is actually a very lively chat, actually. I don't think if you look back at any of my streams that had the chat since chat replay came out, and you'll see just how dead they are. 2-hour Fallout 4 stream on Monday. Zilch. Nothing. Not a single person in chat. Not one. I'm not counting my streamers starting by saying test. Not quite bot, but might as well be a bot because it doesn't actually do anything. It's basically just a chat watching account, the 65. That's all it is.
I don't like this place. It feels like we're being watched.
It's a simple job.
You are being watched.
Get in, we steal the lexicon, we leave. Don't get jumpy.
If you two cannot handle this, we can find others to hire.
Enough. Their services will be more than adequate. Let us continue.
No, you didn't actually kill this thing. Do I give a spider warning for Dwemer ones? I mean, that's not even really a spider. Apparently it's completely immune to fucking bolts. Bolts just go straight through it for some reason. I'll just smack it with a hammer. If all else fails, whack it with a big hammer. The Fallout streams are Monday and Friday. Fallout 4 Monday, New Vegas Friday. New Vegas will probably be turning into a Fallout 3 one though at some point, mainly because, well, the dry, deserty wasteland is starting to get on my wick a bit. So. How many doors do you need, Dwemer? I knew! Whack it with a big hammer and it'll go down. No problem, I've had much worse in my Skyrim streams, don't worry. I'm sure a couple of the past ones are actually full length, so basically anyone that doesn't have a 0.5, I've added them. Actually no, the 0.5s are the full length ones, it's the ones that... For example, this one's 45.5, if the other one was 45, 45 will be the short one. But quite a few of the ones before that have had quite some weird chat going on at the end. What a crude implement for the Dwemer. I know. Skeleton. And no booty. Nah, I'll never say you didn't warn me. Skyrim streams are usually Tuesday as well, they're not... Oh look, wolves. Ah, booty. Why do I even bother with Alexi's key? I know it's never gonna work. It works like 1 in 100 times. Wow. That was really worth going for a spoon, for this magical thing called a metal spoon. Why don't I just get... He's got a more soup spoon, which is a... into a spork. Yeah, that always made sense. A spork is so alien that they call it a soup spoon. Well, that was a completely pointless diversion. Great. Dead. Oh no! At least these aren't immune to my bolts. Donk. Roll along, roll the fish down the hill. I really should gain a bit more momentum going down a hill. Boom. Roll. That was easy. Another spoon. I'm gonna get spoons so... Knowing the Dwemer, they probably did have bleach, although they probably didn't use it for its intended purpose of cleaning. Unless you count cleaning someone's skin off their body, because the Dwemer were just nice people. In that they were complete and utter dicks. Who hated everyone, possibly even themselves. Oh no! I missed! Bang. Right in dynamo. Boom. Fish roll. Oh, it's dead. Ooh, ebony armor, that's good booty. The ultimate irony is you... Yeah, so it's kind of actually how Akatosh seems to be born. I require a human sacrifice to spawn. Ooh! Septim Bloodline looks good. Take that one. Take Septim Bloodline, turn into a dragon for a grand total of about 10 seconds. Punch Mehrunes Dagon back to oblivion, even though I'd already melted him earlier. Turn into a statue. Haha, you wasted your transformation. I'm not convinced the Divines are all they're cracked up to be. I just don't think they're as good as they say they are. I know Debella. And what does Debella do? Possess someone during sex? Or did she possess a pervert? You know, it's Debella, it's kind of... You know... Sanguine, the Daedra of debauchery, is bad. And yet... Cheating slut Debella is fine.
And yet none of us can pick a damn lock.
Then how did you get this far? I'm sure I've been through some locked doors. I'm sure the Dwemer locked their exterior doors. Ooh, roll. What Dwemer booby trap is this crate? Yay! That shouldn't be in there. Not even booby trapped. What kind of self-respecting Dwemer doesn't booby trap all that shit? Seriously, it's the Dwemer, they booby trap all that shit. That's what they do.
I'm waiting.
Yeah, I don't care about your backstory. You come to rob a cube. I really don't care about anything else. Ow. There goes the booby trap. If Dwemer booby traps something, they always booby trap something. Wouldn't be the Dwemer if they didn't booby trap everything in sight. How is that in here? It's not even Dwemer. How is that even in here? Roll, roll, roll on. See, is there anything worth taking? That is unusual, to say the least. It is stuck. Well. What, did it forget it was in a rack when it unfurled and got stuck and ran out of power? Roll, roll, roll along. Oh, crotch shot. Oh no, I missed. Oh, I missed the crotch by like half an inch. I'm disappointed. I like crotch. I think crotch shots are funny. Seeing men in pain is always funny. Roll, 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 roll. Keep rolling.
I thought you said these things were sleeping.
You said they were sleeping. I said they were waiting. It seems a few of them were waiting for someone to try and take the lexicon.
Keep rolling. Whatever was in there drained out a long time ago. And I'm probably breathing it. A gear stick! No! I missed. I failed jump because I was sneaky. I must grab my gear stick. Okay, well, I provide a service. I'm guessing 3 AM that you're... What time zone will be 3 AM? I'm guessing I'm guessing in the Americas somewhere with that time zone, just as a guess. Well, I'm British, so... No, I failed to get the gear stick again. I know that gear stick is something. It's a displayable piece. It belongs in a museum. Or in a car. One of the two. I'm sure it was used as a gear stick. There we go. Schisms and ladders. Oh, I give up. Pronunciation is not what I'm good at. Urge to devour, rising, must roll away. I'll tell you, not not devouring people is really, really hard for me. It's there every time I loot something while sneaking. It's there, tempting me. I don't give in to my temptations. Shifty eyes. Oh no! Ghost! Ow. How can I miss so spectacularly? Brain shot. I'm assuming that's where it keeps its dynamo core, whatever it uses to run. Potwines. Metal! Pre-smelted metal! It weighs like a fraction of it. I don't know, there's... from what I've seen, American education system is, at least the public one, is pretty horrendous. You actually had a meat pie. What the hell? Okay, that'll leave it. Probably set off some booby trap further in, but who knows? Oh, you didn't last long, did you? You go into a Dwemer ruin and you don't expect Centaurians? Like, really? Well, let's pop the cube back in. Oh no! Kadak myself! I stole your friend's staff, but that you must die. By taking arrows to the knees. And then I'll take one of your bow. Because I'm nice like that. Well, didn't save his butt. Yeah, cheap housing is always a good reason to be somewhere. Yeah, surely it's better to get a nicer house where it's cheaper than a crap house where it's expensive. Cough, London! My relatively cheap, quite large house would cost multi-millions in London. Multi-millions. So... much shit that, and there's not as many people, and I don't like lots of people. I don't like crowds, and you know, I just don't like crowds. I don't know what a word for it is, but I really do not like crowds. In fact, I would go so far as to say I hate crowds. I'll go get the booties of the Crusader. Yeah, since I'm in the rift, I might as well. Oh look! Wolves! For the 15th millionth time. Barring that little tiny stream yesterday, I don't think I've actually had a stream where I haven't come across these awful things. Oh, hello, glass golem. Smacky, smacky. Oh, it shattered like a window. It's Europe. Housing is generally a problem everywhere. Everywhere. I mean, I'll give the US one thing. It is very spacious. There is too much space. While in England, every single little tiny bit of land, there's a house going up on that. Every time. Farmer's Field nearby. Oh no, that's now got hundreds of houses on it, and they're putting more in. And I'm sure it's the same with Europe. What little space we have is going to put more houses in. Yeah, because the politicians refuse to actually make our borders hard to get through. Oh no! Smash that bear brain. Sweet, sweet bear claws. El Fortus Thalius. Now, a tower. I can't go up that. Yeah, well, I will. Seems an awfully odd place for a hag raven to be. Oh well. Needs must. Shrooms. No, it's not even hag ravens, it's just hags.
I know this looks bad. I called it home. Now I know that was a mistake.
Yeah, there is hag ravens here, lovely.
I didn't want to, but I can't be a part of this place anymore. We were supposed to find a sacrifice. Human.
Surely
I told her
now she could be used as a human sacrifice?
horrible things living here, but never taken an innocent life. The initiation. My mother is going
Ew.
those gods, I can't run away from them. I'm going up there to stop her.
Surely a bird must be involved in that sacrifice.
I don't know what brought you here, but I could use your help. Good. Follow me. We have to fight our way up. I don't think anyone else here is about to have a change of heart.
Well, and you run off with a knife. That's going to get you high up this tower. I mean, being stealthy, shooting them with a crossbow, that would end them. Bucket. Ooh, sneaky, sneaky. Is that what I think? It is. Why is there a troll in here? Like, it seems like a very random place for a troll to be. Is that really the height of their defenses? They're using a fucking troll, really? Boom. In the butt. Booty. Sweet, sweet booty. Cannot go wrong with sweet, sweet booty. Yep, that sounds about right. Houses. It's pretty much the same deal in England as anywhere there's a green space. Boom, housing estate. Tiny. There's a street that's the back of my house. Ugh, spider. But there's a street that, you know, it's full of bungalows. It's very much of a little tiny retirement community. About 8 bungalows along it. It's not a big street. And at the back of that, there was this tiny little scrag of overgrown land. Guess what? They squeezed about 10 houses into it. It's just anywhere there's open green land. It's never built where factories used to be. No, it's always where there was once a field or a grassland or anything natural. There is now a house there, or several. Now, where is the button? Button. Where's the button?
Oh, such colors. Let's get up there before Mother finds out what we're doing.
I'm trying to, but I can't seem to find a way. Oh, isn't that why? Oh.
What's the hurry?
Stopping your mother? Apparently, that's...
Spare key. Take whatever you want.
I'll take the potoins. bother taking a pan though. Can't use that as a weapon for some reason. For some reason I can't use the frying pan as a weapon, even though I know it would make a good one. Mainly because it's cast iron, it's big, it's heavy, and you could easily club someone's brain out with it. And it makes a satisfying dong whenever you hit something. I do like frying pans as weapons. They're uniquely serviced. Damn, Haggy Raven. Ugh, I'm blind! Skeever barfed on me. Ugh, that explains it. Ugh, nasty creatures. I have a rule with spiders. Not in my house, not where I am, and not on me. If they're in nature, they can be allowed. You know. The pound's only gone down in value because the bloody idiots who don't want to leave because they get backhanders from the EU keeps. You know, they rigged it to go down. They kept saying it would, and guess what? They're in control of it, and they made it go down for no reason. Oh, that was very quick. You killed him. Who knew? Which one's mage fighting quickly? Roll. Oh, crack. Right in the ass. I'd have to say that was a pain in the ass to be shot like that. Don't you fireball me. How dare you fireball me.
Locked. Damn.
You know, I've already got the key. I could have picked it anyway. I don't know why we can't pick up goat's eyeballs. I really don't. That was mine. Oops. I just saw a body and shot. Natural instincts, if you will. Ew, shiny. Did she just thought she just fell down the hole, didn't she? Yep. Yep, she fell down the hole. Yay! I was actually trying to pick up the soul gem, but yeah, I'll take a skill point. Doesn't Switzerland have extremely high taxes and a zero tolerance for fun? Oops. Did I unlock the wrong one, or do I have to go to another... Oh no. Oh, I have to go to another tower, don't I? Do I? I can't remember. I haven't done this little tower for a long, long time. Yeah, you gotta go to another tower. Oh, that is a lovely staff. Do you even make the spine straight, nice and straight like that? That is a lovely staff.
Don't be sorry for me. I just... Keep Mother's staff. Think of it as payment. Leave everyone from this cursed place behind. Goodbye.
Oh, it's an elven dagger, I might as well take it. No harm in not taking it.
Don't be sorry for me. I just...
Well, that was a strangely positioned tower. East, east, east. It's ironically the way I came. Oh, I'm not going to be stupid in climbing down your tower. Eee. Eee. I have the ability to jump off cliffs, why would I do that? Why climb when you can jump back? Just jump straight off. How did I ever live without shouts? Oh wait, yeah, ridiculously high acrobatic skill, that's how. Jumps over city wall, doesn't seem to care. Oop, crashed. Well, yeah, reload. Stretch, 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 stretch. If I don't stretch and I cramp, let's just say that your eardrums will burst. And that's if you're not wearing headphones. I might not sound very girly normally, but when I scream, oh hell do I scream like the best of them. They are very much ear-piercing, my screams. You do not want to hear them. If it's a legitimate scream of pain, you really do not want to hear it. Because it will burst your eardrums. It's horrible. Wow. I have never come across a Minotaur before. Probably because all I get is wolves instead. That was anticlimactic. That was really anticlimactic. I seem to remember Minotaurs being a lot tougher than that. Oh no, that was just Oblivion and everything was a big bullet sponge. Wow. So many bears! So many bears. Might as well take these sweet, sweet bear claws. Well, I can... Oh god, no. Well, that was okay. Well, I'll take the booty. And let's drop enough Kinnereth. Yeah, I'll take that blessing. Not that I need to, because I don't actually get diseased anymore, but still. I have beast blood, I don't get diseased. Disease is not exactly a threat anymore. Please don't be a dragoness, please don't be a dragoness. I didn't see the size of its ass. Did anyone see the size of that dragon's ass? I see a bear and I crash. Skyrim wet itself at the size of that huge cave bear. Well, I did reboot it. It's carrot. Some days Skyrim doesn't crash for hours, and some days it stuck crashes every 5 seconds. That sounds like America. That definitely sounds like America. Meanwhile, British police can't actually arrest proper criminals. Because the courts let them off, because the courts are just stupid. Yeah. There has to be, with the police, there has to be a balance. You can't have it like America, where you can't actually... The police have too much power. Well, you can't have it like the British, where our police are so powerless to do anything that they can't actually catch any criminal. Oh shit! Dragoness, run! Leg it. I don't remember Dragoness being out here, especially not in Lord mode. Where am? I don't know. Oh wait, yep, there is. There is one out here. Yeah, it's not the one I was thinking of, but there is one here. Oh. And how is he not dead? Why is she still a lot ass? Actually... No, I know that's not a dragon ass. That is. That should... Yep. That's funny, because that's not her. That's not what she's supposed to look like. That's... Something's gone totally wrong there. That's... Let's just ignore that, because that's... But let's just reload a save before I even met her, because that is broken beyond belief. I know that that's not what she's supposed to look like. Clearly Recycle Actor does not work properly on her. That's clearly the case. So I killed a huge cave bear. So that's what she's supposed to look like. Yeah, I did actually hit her. Land that giant ass. Oh, save crash. I knew probably shouldn't have quick saved before fighting, but I'm sick of killing that bear for the 15th time. This area is clearly quite laggy. Well, what do you know, I'm near Riften, what do you expect? For some reason, the area near Riften is really, really bad. It's just Riften. I don't know what it is, but something about out the area specifically near Riften seems to be really bad for, like, sitting on the border of being, like, just sits on the border of being crashing to the point where anything more than nothing will crash it. Like, apparently even looking at a bear will crash it. I don't know why, but it's always, it's always been a pretty laggy area, and I don't know. Oh no, that's not good. Ugh. Yeah, that sounds like America, alright. That definitely sounds like America. I don't know why you would want to learn in America. The education system there is like shit. It's... from what I know, I thought Germany had a good one. In fact, most of the civilized Euro countries have a good one. Try again, but if it crashes, I'm just immediately going back to the cave save. And then I'm just quick travelling around this place, because this is too bad. There's a point where you just gotta give up trying to go through a cell. Nah, it worked that time. Oh, blow that potion of extreme healing 3 times. I love when Dragonren refuses to respond. It just, for some reason, Dragonren has an obnoxious habit of not responding when you really need it to. Because guess what? She regenerates! Which is really, really annoying when you're trying to kill her. And you do not let her hit you more than twice, because If you do, you're dead. Oh, bloody dragon ran's broken again. I've never seen a shout be so finicky. Well, she's down at least. If I wasn't careful, I would have been dead. That's revered, and that's near Riften. I keep a track of which ones I've killed because I'm convinced one of them respawns when she shouldn't. They're supposed to be one time only. Ah, the expense. England's everything is expensive. It's 9,000 quid a year just for tuition. In like pretty much every university. It's pretty awful. How are you not Dragon Chow? Or are you hiding like a little bitch? One of the two, probably. Well, there's a reason American university is cheaper, is because it's shit. It's kind of a joke. But that's the nature of it. You pay for, and unfortunately the good quality Euro learning is a bit too expensive. Oh wait, no, not a bit too expensive, it's way too expensive. My sister's fortunate enough to have the university she wants to study at being in a cheap area, but it's still expensive. You know, it's not... You know, it's not... You're going to be paying off those loans for a long time, and she's in bloody medicine. You know, medical microbiologist is what she's doing, and, you know... Even that's not going to pay off those loans for a long time. Am I? Yes, I haven't got the marker for it, have I? Didn't think so. Oh no! Really? You see a dragoness fail to kill me and you try and think a wolf will stop me? A single fucking wolf. Nope. Where is this? I can't remember what the booties of the Crusader are. Must be up that end. Must be in Castle Dawnguard. You haven't been here for a while. Great. Vampires. Bloody use. Typical scout. Take a bolt to the face. Oh, right in the neck. I'm not even giving you the chance to run away. Bad little vampires. Oh, there's something up here. Ew. So this is where the booties of the Crusader live. Up here, apparently. Who knew? The Wereskeever is not friendly to the Skeever. This lock cannot be picked. It wasn't even locked. Oh no! Bears! Oh, you can hear the racket of 100 bears. That would be deafening. If this is a noise of 4 bears, 5 bears. How many bears can be in one cave? So many bears. So many bears. It's a good job my crossbow is loaded for bear. Aerospace is a good industry to be in. That's it. So aerospace is a good one, especially military aviation, because that's what actually pushes the frontiers on aviation. Civilian aviation is not really pushing the frontiers of anything except wait times in airports. But military aviation, or at least in that sort of area, even if you're not allowed to have an army, you can still have an army. It's just you can't have a standing army, which means you have to rely on you're basically not allowed to have the regulars, but you can have others, I'm sure. I don't think, it's not like they don't let you have an army in total. It's not like the end of World War I, where they did strip Germany's ability to have an army, and yet Germany still managed to get a good army and the best technology. And why is there an ash pile of a wolf? That completely made me lose track. I'll leave them there. Ooh. Flowers. Ow, Imperials actually coming from the Imperial border. And they come in a pack of 3. And this is why the Stormcloaks were able to get even the slightest hold. I don't know if you might. I don't think you would lose. Mainly because combat nowadays is nothing like anything else, where I don't think having a large standing army makes the slightest difference anymore. I honestly don't think it would make much of a difference. I mean, it's safe to say that most enemies we fight nowadays don't really have an air force, because it's mostly terrorism related, and when they do it, it's like their air force is like 5 planes. It's absolutely nothing. It's kind of like, I mean, I know for a fact that the RAF hasn't actually shot down a plane for decades. I don't know if that's changed within the last decade, but from like the 60s to 2000, they hadn't shot down anything. And that's quite a large air force, and they hadn't done anything. It's because air forces are mostly used for airstrike purposes now. Ooh, banditos. That's just rude. No, that's the best I can do. Smacking you down in 2 shots. You again. Just die. Protecting your booty. Although, if your reserve, I just had a thought, if your reserves are anything as useless as ours, then you're in trouble, because our reserves are useless. To the point that they're mocked by the regulars, they're that useless. Well, then again, when my father's brother once, and he is pretty much the exact example of dodgy car salesman sort of personality. Completely useless. He's a salesman, and he's a bloody reserve officer, and it's kind of like, if that's your quality you let become an officer, then I feel the British Reserve Forces have hit a new low. You know, and they go in for like 1 month, 1 day a month or something stupid. They don't even do anything. Oh no! I hear battle music. Must be wolves. Fuck them. Well, I can't jump in there? Fine. I'll just take all your fish. To be honest, that's kind of what we end up doing to the bloody conflicts as well. We occasionally send a missile because the Americans demand that we must, but I don't think we do anything either, really. You know,
Where do you want to go?
I'm closing my eyes and wiggling my mouse. I don't even know what I picked and I don't want to know. That's where I go. Wiggling the mouse with my eyes closed, and that's... Where am I? I'd say... Falkreath. No, Windhelm! Great! That's still miles away from anything I want to do. Oh well. It's more interesting than Riften. I'll take it over Riften any day.
Hold now.
Odd place for an ice wraith to be. Oh yeah, why am I trying to attack with Speed Miner? That doesn't even make sense. The whole point of that weapon is it doesn't do damage. It's just there to... Basically, I made it so it can go through Stalrim quickly, and that's it. That's its only purpose.
Important deliveries to make. No time for chatting.
You're not my courier. My courier doesn't wear a hood and occasionally shows up naked. You answered your own question. Why use some missiles in Syria? Because the president's an idiot. It's Donald Trump. Did you honestly expect that man to be sensible? Yeah, it shows how pathetic American politics is when Donald Trump not only runs for president, but wins. You know, that is just... How does that happen? I mean... I get he was a protest vote over guaranteed to do fuck all Hillary, but... Why Donald? Why was he even a candidate? In fact, why was Hillary a candidate? Good on her for being a woman, but other than that, she has absolutely nothing going for her. Nothing. I say, the two good the candidates Americans I've ever wanted, they didn't get it. Nah, you got Donald and Hillary. Pick your crap. Here's a tragic thing. Donald Trump was also completely useless at business. He would have made more money if he had just invested what he started with. Yeah, he's that good. But then he wouldn't have been on The Apprentice as a, and I'm doing the hyphen fingers, good businessman worthy of that role. He has no clue. He's got lucky. But the American politics system is beyond broken now. It's one part. Republicans say one thing, Democrats, by definition, then have to say the exact opposite. And even if one party gets majority control, the other party can still stop them from doing absolutely anything, because American politics, it doesn't work. Yeah, when you think your local politics are bad, then you just remember American politics exists, and everything seems better immediately. Everything is made better by looking at American politics and just how crap it is. I mean, British politics are terrible. The politicians are all idiots. When there's a meeting in the cabinet, most of them can't be bothered to show up, and the ones that do bother to show up, they're either on their phones or they're asleep. You know, I always find watching the House of Commons quite entertaining because you spot how many are actually awake, and it's never a high number. But that's politics everywhere you go, it's going to be garbage. It's just politics. Let's just say I haven't believed in like the political system for a long time. Much like I haven't believed the media for a long time. You know, I flit around finding information, and then make my own opinions, rather than some biased city-centric opinion, and that's normally very left-wing. You know, my political alignment is very, odd, to say the least. I tend, you know, if I do a political alignment test, I typically come out as a neutral. For the sole reason that, when it comes to sexuality and that sort of thing, I don't give a flying fuck what you are. You can love anything. I don't care. You don't need to breed. It's not like we have a population issue. Oh wait, we do. We have an overpopulation issue. But you don't exactly. You know, the old instinct of everyone must breed is not even needed anymore. Hasn't been needed for decades. You know, so feel free to love what you want. I'm a woman. I don't love men. In fact, I would go so far as to say I dislike and you know, I really do not like men. I find them most of them crude and just slobbish. You know, it's just, you know, you don't have to conform. I'm also not a conformist. You know, I don't conform to social expectations. If it's a rule, I will follow it. If it is a social expectation, I will tell them to shove it. Just the way I am. Oh, it actually took a werewolf down. Wow. I'm surprised. No, now here's the thing. America didn't beat us in the War of Independence. We let them go because we realised they weren't worth keeping. Oh, and here's another. I'm just wondering, how good is Germany's like social healthcare? Because I don't think it can be slower than the NHS. I don't think anything could be slower than the NHS. I think I've seen bloody ice ages go faster than the NHS. But, you know, having the ability to have free healthcare for when you've got an injury, I wouldn't give that up for anything. Even if it does take me multiple years to get an appointment for something. Yeah, I'm still bitter about that. I'm very bitter about how the NHS put me on. This is just to get a first appointment about something, and it's in excess of 2 years. But I wouldn't trade it for anything. You know, while America, they have no tax, they have less taxes, but they also have fuck all in the way of healthcare and the health. And if you want anything, that would be multi-$1,000, please, for something routine. Oh, what's this burned out shacky? I haven't seen a burned out shack in a while. Cutie art. I remember this burned out shack being here. Yeah, well. That must be the abandoned shack. Must be. I don't remember other huts being out in this swamp. Yuck. Yep, this is the abandoned shack. I don't remember being so close to the edge. Yeah, who knew? A glow, it could only be Nernroot. Wow, Nernroot. Well, if you ever want to go get Nernroot, I'll pluck it. I'm not going to get more, it's not worth it. There's no Sinderian to sell it to. Ugh, spider. Yeah, that's the problem with pretty much all politics. I mean, give someone power and they will use it to line their own pockets. It's gonna happen. It's, you know, when it comes to political models, there's democracy, which works in theory and sort of works in practice, but people are too greedy and it just sort of get exploited to whoever at the top takes bribes to get whatever, you know, the briber wants doing. For example, big haulage firms will pay the government off so they can ensure to continue to exploit loopholes. It just happens. You know, it's how it works. There's communism, which all works in theory, but as soon as you apply the human factor to it, it crumbles instantly. As the greed comes in full force. And dictatorship, it just depends on who your dictator is. They could be a complete nut job, or they could actually benefit your country in many ways. And sometimes they do both. You know, it's... Exactly. That's... Exactly, that's social healthcare in a nutshell. Everyone pays a small bit on their taxes. It's nothing compared to what we pay on fucking VAT, which just seems to go to lining politicians' pockets. The NHS tax is one I gladly you pay. It's just one that it's, you know, because you pay less in your lifetime than one bloody surgical procedure. I'm pretty sure something like a couple of grand a procedure, if you have to have anything, is what independent healthcare costs. And that's with insurance. well, my sister was working in America for a year, doing it for study purposes. You know, it was work experience in another country sort of thing. And she had to have something pretty basic. It was not something that you say in polite company, but it was pretty routine. And she had very good insurance. She had Mayo Clinic insurance because that's where she was working, which is like one of their big, like basically a rich person's hospital. And it was, even with that insurance, it still cost a multiple grand British, which was many grand American. So it's for like the say 20 quid a year in taxes the NHS costs you. If you have one procedure, you've more than made that whole lifetime of tax is worth it. The only thing I don't believe social healthcare should take care of is self-inflicted injuries like, I don't know, lung cancer that's caused by smoking. I just don't think it should cover that. You know, smoking, especially in young people. Older people, they didn't know when they started it. It was extremely harmful. While young people, they knew. They just didn't give a shit because they think it makes them look cool. It doesn't. You know, healthcare's a weird one, and I don't know why the Americans seem so reluctant to have social healthcare. Because their current model is so bad. You really don't want to get ill in America. I have an American friend. Not a rich one. You know, a normal person. And, you know, something severe happened on a foot, like looked like it was rotting. It was quite severe. It did seem to get better on its own after a few weeks of gentle care. But the first reaction was, in England or anywhere in Europe or anywhere with social healthcare, the first reaction to something like that would be, go see a doctor. In America, it's, I can't afford to see a doctor. It's just, why is that a system? How has that existed? What do I even need to do in Solitude? I don't even know. Oh. Sword of the Crusader. That's here. Oh, robbing a temple? Yeah, it's a good job I have no morals. Oh, it's a good job I'm part of Thieves Guild and I have no morals. Yay. Well. And the shark said, open sesame, and it opened. I couldn't be bothered to go get the ring that's in the arse end of nowhere. Nothing else in suit. Since I'm here, I might as well. But first, I'm going to stay in. Nah, I'm just going to wait. I think she comes outside. Oh, that's good. I'll be stopping streaming in about half an hour. I do have other things I need to do today before I go out. But, yeah, it's been nice talking. It's nice to have someone to talk to, because otherwise I just sort of ramble, and, well, I am very good at rambling. I can ramble off for hours. It's one of my gifts. I can just talk and 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 talk for absolutely hours. I can be climbing a really steep hill, chronically out of breath because I am Well, let's just say fat bitch is probably the best way to describe me. I'm not spherical, I'm not that bad. I do carry my weight well, I'm just extremely heavy. When you think of a weight and then you add a 2 in front of it. And then you probably get that right. I'm not... in kilos, I'm over 100. I'm not light. I'm very, very fat. But I don't give a shit. I think I look better. I look a lot better than most fat women, mainly because I have height. I'm about 5'11", I'm just a little under 6 foot, and it does help me not look like a complete blob. But I don't play Far Cry, so my opinions on it are... I don't even know what it's about, I don't follow it. Pretty much all my gaming can be summed up with... When it comes to consoles, Valkyria Chronicles and Ratchet & Clank are about the only things I do. Some of the older Final Fantasies I play, like Final Fantasy XII, for example. What else is there? There's obviously the Bethesda RPGs, Fallout and Elder Scrolls. Hello.
Let me guess. You have some business. Sithis? Let me guess. In the void. Okay, here's how this works. You try to assassinate me and I kill you. Horribly. I have done this dance before, you know.
Really? You've done this dance before? Really? Oh, stop bashing me with that fucking stick. Yeah, you've done this dance before. Well, I happened to win that time, didn't I? Pluck that skull. I also play TF2, but that's about it. I don't actually do much. I have a pretty much universal policy of I don't try new things because I only try things I know will keep me going for a long time. Skyrim is in I think it's 600 hours plus. It was at 666 for a time. I think when I started streaming it was like at 666, so it's probably gone up a bit. It's probably about 700 and something, possibly 800 and something. But for the most part, I don't actually do much. I mean, my Steam library is pretty barren, it doesn't have much in it. And there's another policy I usually follow. The only real exception is the Valve games, and that's like Half-Life and TF2. And that's if I can't play as a woman, fuck it, I'm not doing it. That does include with mods though. I will have if there is a mod that lets you play as a woman, then I will have that mod. But only any other games I play, and Mass Effect I play, but Andromeda was bad. It took all the worst bits from 1 and reintroduced them, and then added in bland, exceedingly large and completely bland worlds that it's just boring. Wasn't interesting at all, it was just boring. Speaking of boring, settings, audio, music, off. Just don't want no YouTube copyright strike. Even though it's fair use, and YouTube doesn't understand fair use. Because big company says no. Yeah, look at my Steam page, it's pretty good. If you want to, send me a Steam request. I'll just type it in. Now, you could just search Robot 56, that works, but I think it's... I think that's my Steam one. speech marks might be one of those. They might be one of those. I'm not 100% sure. Yes, they are one. I don't know because Steam's font's a bit weird. So. Oh dear, what are you giving me now?
Well, I found an odd weapon from a Dunmer. Here, have a look and place it on display if you like.
I didn't touch the door, I was turning my lamp off. I can't remember if it's one or the other. I don't know, because Steam's font can be a bit weird. But if you found my icon is the same as my YouTube. Is it the same as my YouTube icon? Yes, it is. It's exactly the same icon as my YouTube icon, so it should be easy enough to find. So it should be easy enough to find. I typically record TF2 videos Monday about 10 PM to 11 PM British. That's sort of the slot I typically have. It's around that time. Now, Stendar's hammer I know lived in here somewhere. So I'm placing that before. It's just an extra bit of work that you don't have to do otherwise. Itchy leg. I'm so glad I don't shave my legs. I don't really think it's needed. Again, it's another social. Who knows? I don't. With daylight saving, who bloody knows? Umbra. Yes, I thought I'd got that one. I got that like one. I think that was like stream 7. I got that. It was. I had that for a long time. Looks like I've had that one for a long time. Why is he even bringing notes out? That one's a pain in the arse because I can't remember where it isn't. But just quick save first, just in case it crashes. Yes, I would like to display my shit. Now roll over to the all of Necklaces just so I know it's working. Bring up console to turn off processing. It is a good thing, but I say I can never understand why daylight savings time exists. You know, it's something you can give credit to North Korea for. They, instead of having fucking around with daylight savings time, they just have a time that's half an hour between the daylight savings times. Perfect. Why bother? Why not? Why does the world not use that? It's just so much easier. So you have to fuck around with the clocks. Because it's not even like it's relevant anymore. I don't even know why it was relevant to begin with, because I'm sure farmers didn't do it based on what time it was. They just did it based on when it was light. Yeah, daylight savings time is just completely silly. And it just makes telling the time between time zones just a pain in the arse. Because it doesn't even change at a constant rate throughout the world. Sometimes daylight saving time is different. Like one country will have it's in May, for example, and another will have it in June. It's just, I can't keep track of it. Yeah, I know staring at the wall of amulets is not exactly the best thing, but it could be worse. It could take longer. If you don't, it takes longer. Actually, no. I found that actually power costs more in the evening, but not at night. In the middle of the night, like midnight, power companies, at least in the UK, don't actually charge more. They actually charge less. But they have a cheap trick in this country, where they charge you 50p a day just for the privilege of having power. Even if you don't use it, they charge you 50p for it. It's just It's just a con, which makes up, in an average day, makes up about a fifth to a quarter of the total energy cost for the day. It's just ridiculous. That's what they charge. But that's the nature of it. There's always someone trying to rip you off. Always. And there's probably a rule of acquisition for that. Why do spell tones for flames even exist? I don't even get why that happens. In the UK it's definitely cheaper at night, but in the evenings that's when the price gets jacked up royally. But like the midnight hours when most people are asleep, it doesn't charge much because no one's really using it. Evenings it jacks the price up. When everyone's watching TV, that's when the prices get jacked up. It's just the nature of these things. There's always someone looking to rip you off. That's one of my rules of life. I'm sure there's probably a rule of acquisition for it too. The rules of acquisition are very helpful for figuring out how people are going to rip you off. Because that's what they're sort of based off. My keyboard is disgusting. It's like my sister's laptop. No, it's not that bad. My keyboard occasionally gets cleaned. I just don't... It's just a pain in the arse to clean because you have to get an air gun on it and sort of blow the dust out. It's not like my computer where I can just get like a microfiber cloth and just wipe the fucker. The dust filter on the front is about the only thing that actually gets any dirt. The keyboard picks up all the blood dust in the room. It's kind of annoying. But it's much better than my old keyboard. Even if it's much louder because it's a mechanical one. But this one hopefully won't start having the key loss issues. My other keyboard was just getting... The only reason I changed it is because it got unreliable. I would actually swap little rubbery plastic pads out. There is a lot of stuff alchemy here. Wings plucked. I still love how I can just pull the wings off a butterfly. I pick these flowers. Gotta lose some of my alchemy shit. Or at least most of it. Nah, I got most of it. Oh, turn the music back on. That's better. I'm not convinced Windex will get in it. It's sort of the problem. It isn't the keys that they're easy to just wipe down. It's the bits underneath the keys. It's annoyingly because it's got stupid glow that I didn't want, but it was the only way I could get a mechanical keyboard that didn't cost a fortune. The keys have a little indented recess underneath them which gets covered, and the only way to get it out is either take the key off and clean it that way, which I don't want to do because I'll risk breaking something, or get an air gun and just blow it all out.
I hear the East Empire Company has reopened. Thanks in no
Wow, you're not complaining about my stench.
all of Skyrim benefits from their trade.
Let's open up that armpit right in your face. Now you can complain about my stench. Complain about my stench. Nah. I won't complain about my stench. So that's what it's for. It's like, I know you can take the keys off these things, but I don't think I actually have the tool for it, because you sort of need a special tool to take them off the mechanical keyboards. Unlike the old-fashioned ones where you could just get a pry bar and pry them off and they pop out. But my old keyboard was a cheapie. It was like £5. It was 5 or 10 quid. It was nothing, and it survived heavier use for years. I had to replace a D key about 5 times. Like the pad in that just kept dying. Apparently, I go right a lot more than I go left. It might just be because that's my dominant finger, I don't know. I think it might be, I mean, my right shoe always goes first. Is there something straight ahead? Hag's End. Oh no. Well, Hag's End is a target, and I'll go to climb over that wicker fence. Yeah, I'm not an Argonian, I'm a Sharkling. There is a variant with more realistic eyes. If you search shark on the next, it'll probably come up. Of course, I had to edit it quite heavily. I had to edit the skeleton quite heavily to make it work nicely with pretty much everything else I have that involves the skeleton mods. But still, it wasn't a difficult task. It was basically a case of copy paste the head part. That's all it was. It was quite simple. You know, because for some reason the head's got like millions of bones attached to it. The little fins are, if you notice, the fins are actually, they are actually a jiggle bone. They wiggle. And that's basically what it is. It's you know, I was very surprised to find it actually. It's kind of a, Sharklings are kind of a niche thing. Or if you're American and can't pronounce accented words, niche. Ugh, yeah, that one's one of the American pronunciations that really irks me. Just because they can't pronounce accented words at all. Now it's back up. Why are you using a Nord insult?
Why? What are you gonna do? No need to get rough.
I thought orcs were supposed to be stronger than that. Then again, when they're using a Nord insult like milk drink, they probably aren't. I took the wrong route, didn't I? Yep. My ability to take the wrong road continues to astound me. What's funny is I actually do have a good sense of direction in reality. Cough coming. I like when it gives you pre-warnings when you're about to sneeze or cough. Ooh, flowers. Fair enough. I don't mind. There's nothing wrong with it. You know, I don't mind it. It's fair. I get real sloppy when I'm when it's late. I get really sloppy.
To simply lay down and die. Perhaps. Are you sure about this? We shall see.
First, let's make it. Let him land a few hits. That so he gets good death, and then smack him into oblivion. And then loot his corpse, because looting the corpses is fine. It's yeah, thank you for pointing that out. That's just what I would do. Yeah, but it's a case of when you've been up for hours and hours and hours, you start getting really sloppy. It's just how it is. And it's also a case where you think in your native language, it's normal. One of my teachers at college was German. And whenever she did anything with math, she always reverted to German. So, it's just, you count in your natural language, because that's how you think. And it always amazes me how people who don't speak English as their primary language speak it so much better than the locals. I mean, it just always amazes me how when it's not your native language, you always speak it a lot better than the locals do. Because the locals always use slang that doesn't even make sense. I mean, the amount of bloody slang that comes up for English is disturbing. I don't even understand 99% of it. I'm just glad Urban Dictionary exists to translate it all. I really... Humanity needs a universal translator, that's what it needs. Preferably mounted in the ear. That way you don't have to carry this big clunky device around. Is this... Could it be? Hag's End? Is it somewhere? I don't even know. At least my tail hasn't gone erect again. For some reason the tails occasionally lock up and go solid. I'm not quite sure what causes it. They do look so much better fluidly wobbling around. Wiggle. Not wobble. Wobble is more like a sphere of fat wobbling, like a jelly that wobbles. While wiggling is when it sort of wiggles from side to side and up and down. Like it's attached, like it's fixed at one end, and there goes a erect tail again.
Never should have come here.
Oh, really? Did you just jump off the cliff? I didn't even think I needed to smack with that power. Oh no! Boss one. I have to. And he's bounced into a tree. I had to. I saw an opportunity like that, I had to. You know, I can't resist doing silly shit that involves blasting people off cliffs. I just can't. Oh, the Husky's my friend! It doesn't... It comes to... A Husky came to my aid. Aww. Well, 10 minutes. No, probably won't get through there in time. So... Because Hag's End is actually quite big, if I remember correctly. It's one of those things that, if I remember correctly, is actually quite a large one. Trip. Smack. Dead. No cheap maging me. I don't think it's a problem that grammar changes. The grammar seems to be the consistent thing. Spelling changes all the time, and new words get added all the time because the retards can't spell properly, or come up with stupid words to describe their social media activities. Ugh. You know, I shuddered when I heard a tweet had been added to a blood dictionary, or whatever other social media related crap got added. I just shudder every time something like that gets added. Nothing wrong with respecting tradition. I mean, I'm concerned that the way humanity is going, we're going to be drooling retards staring at jabbing at screens all day, communicating only by vague, crappy emoticons. Did I hear something hiss? Ah. Why are you using... Why does he have a shield?
I'll let you live. This time.
Why were you attacking...
Don't get mad and hurt me again.
Why were you attacking... This isn't a bandit... Why were you attacking...
Can't be too careful these days with the war and other dangers.
That was weird. Weird. I'm gonna just forget I saw all of that and carry on to my next objective, which is so far away that I will actually stay at Hag's End. There actually is nothing else out here. Oops, wrong shout. I might have accidentally killed someone. Oops. Well, I haven't heard anything die, so I'm going to assume that's a good thing. What skills haven't I maxed? Block. Well, that explains a lot. I never block. It's just so awkward. Eee. Oh dear, that's actually added to the dictionary. It's, as you say, it's not even a word. A bad abbreviation of a bad saying. It's awful. Oh, I feel unclean. My hope for humanity just dropped another point, and it's already dropped well into the negatives a long time ago. That's... that just makes you die inside. Yeah, you have a garnet, I might as well take it. Might as well save by the fire. I wasted a good 5 minutes, so... Because I definitely won't get through there in 10 minutes, and I don't like to save in dungeons, it's... Mainly because I just don't trust Skyrim to boot up again. Yeah, is it stream sharkling? 85 hours? Yeah, 87 hours now. That's nothing. That is nothing. Because 184. That's my original save. That is my original save. That has survived so much. That original save has suffered so much. So I've got... There was a lot of dead saves I've killed off. But the fact that I was on my 20-second save, but 2 hours in, I don't think I realised quick save existed. I can't have. And I'm just checking if no, it's the stupid American date system that doesn't make any sense, where it's month, day, year. It should either be year, month, date, you know, descending or ascending, which will be date, month, year. That doesn't, the American system doesn't even make sense. But that is pretty much when I first got my computer, which is why I've never deleted that save. It's so old. But let's have a look-see at it. Just... Yes, of course it relies on content that is no longer present. It's been... Wow. Is that just on one save? Wow. I have more than that total. I think I have over 700 total. I'll have a quick look before I end the stream. It'll just be a black screen, but I'll have a quick look-see. But... Oh wow, this is... But yeah, I basically cheated myself Blade's armor. And yeah, this was early on. Let's actually have a look at what I got. I don't know. Yeah, Sky UI just predates predates Skissy by a long time. I think I consoled myself last as well, or I might have done that quest, I don't know. Looking at the amount of shit I have, I would say I haven't. But yeah, I had a... Really, that is really ancient save. It has not been touched in a long time. Well, the save 160 something I think was... Actually, let's just... Wootsy this up. Let's just have a look at my... Steam. Why doesn't Steam actually come up in the bottom bar like that? But let's just have a look at that. 872 in Skyrim, 93 in Oblivion. It's like, I don't know. Fallout 4's got 697. That's almost 700. $4.25 for New Vegas, which also includes most of Fallout 3 because I just couldn't get along with Fallout 3's clunky systems. Nothing else has really got much hours on it, except TF2, that's gone over a couple of thousand. And prepare your eye. Wow. I always proper save when I leave, I just don't trust autosaves. Also, prepare to weep at how many hours are on this one. 7,355. I'd say probably about 1,000 of those are idle, though. There's probably a good couple. There's probably a lot, at least a few hundred of those hours are idle. But yeah, that is truly shocking amounts. Because sometimes I leave it booted up while I'm actually gone off to lunch, and that can take 2 hours, so that adds a few hours to the idle. But yep, that's that. So, turn it off. And yeah, it's kind of shocking. But anyway, that is the end of the stream. Thank you for watching. Subscribe or donate if you want. Donation links in the description as per usual, as is a list of all past live streams. Goodbye!